I am out here. I'll just get those flowers and Well, I am back. I am back with my own special recipe. I made a seafood boil. It was delicious. But guess what I added to the seafood boil? And I also made some dipping sauce. Guess what? Guess what? Okay, I'll tell you. I use blovessmackalicioussauce. I used it as a dipping sauce. I also used it as a seasoning that enhanced the seasoning of my seafood boil, and it was delicious. Look at that. So, what I'm gonna do, I took the sauce and I made it my own. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to use it as a seasoning on my baby back ribs. Look at here. Got me some good baby back ribs. They're made by Smithfield, and these are tender. These ribs are very, very tender. If you never tried them before, they are good. So what I am going to do, I am going to prep my ribs, and then I'm going to just love all over these ribs with some of this sauce. Let me get these ribs prepped here, and I'll get back with you so we can get this party started. Be right back. Okay, everyone, I am back. I have these ribs looking good, looking very delicious here, as you can see. I also have the sauce. B loves Smackalicious sauce. What I have in this plate, I have like 3 tablespoonfuls of Smackalicious sauce. And I'm going to just mix it, of course, stir it up. And I'm just going to put it on my ribs, rub it in. Probably won't use all 3 tablespoons of this sauce, you all. Matter of fact, I will probably put what? Let's put a tablespoon of it back in the bag, because it really doesn't take a lot. It doesn't take a lot of sauce, you all. Whenever you're preparing your food, you don't need a lot of sauce. You really don't. Okay. Now, if you want to, you can use gloves. It's up to you. I really don't use gloves because when I finish, I always have a pot of Clorox water, I use, Clorox bleach. Clorox bleach, you all. And I wash my hands real good and wash everything up. So let's just rub this in. Just massage your meat here. This meat here, just rub it in. And this is going to marinate overnight. Just flip it over. These ribs are so tender. Like I stated before, you all, if you have not tried these Smithfield ribs, please do. They are good. You can get them out of Walmart and, I don't know, probably Food Line too. Let's rub it in. And I only have 2 tablespoons of it. Like I stated, you all, do not take a lot of sauce. You do not. Make sure you cover your meat. You might not believe it. That's enough. That is enough sauce. A little bit here. I am going to let this marinate overnight, and I am going to bake it tomorrow. Sure you cover it. Don't have to be perfect. Okay. Ooh, look at that. Just look at it. Don't it look delicious? And it will be. Okay. I'm going to put some aluminum foil over this and put it in the refrigerator until morning time. Okay. Then I'm going to bake it in the oven. And I know it's going to be good. Spices, these spices smell so good. The combination of these spices. Just like I stated, you all, just, take the sauce and make it your own. You about know how much, you would normally use when you're seasoning your food. So just take the sauce and make it your own. And look, I didn't use all of this here. But it smells so good. Okay. We're going to bake this tomorrow. And as I'm baking this, I'm going to let you see it while I'm baking it. And we're going to eat it. And I'm going to show you all of that. And I'm not too sure. I probably won't even put any kind of additional sauce on my ribs. A lot of time I don't put anything additional on my ribs. So I'm going to see how this stacks up to how I usually fix my ribs. Okay. Talk to you later. Bye. Good morning. I am back. My ribs have done their thing. They're looking so scrumptious. And they have not even been cooked yet. Like I stated before, I use blovessmackalicioussauce. Can you see it? Yeah. And I'm going to let you see what these ribs look like. I am getting ready to put them in the oven and cook them to that good and tender. Right along with, I am also going to cook some mixed vegetables. I have in here some parsnip, carrots, green peppers, red peppers, yellow peppers. I have some sweet potatoes and some beets. And 2 tablespoons full of butter. What I'm going to do, I'm going to mix 1/2 tablespoon of this Smackalicious sauce in 2/3 cup of water, and I'm going to pour it and I'm going to pour it over my vegetables, and I'm going to cook them until they're good and tender. Don't they look good? Smells good too. Okay, so let's get started. Let me show you what these ribs look like, and I'm gonna go ahead and move them aside. Let you see me put my sauce over my vegetables, and I'm gonna put both of these in the oven. Let's reveal what we are working with. It smells good, y'all. Ooh, they smell delicious. And like I stated, these were in the refrigerator overnight, and the only thing I did was just take the sauce and used it as a rub, and rubbed it over my ribs. Look at those ribs. Look how good that sauce coated these ribs. And really, you all, I'm not lying, it smells really good. If it didn't smell good, I wouldn't say it smells good. So, what I'm gonna do, after you look at it for just a few more seconds, I'm going to put my aluminum foil back over my ribs, and I'm going to put a few holes in my aluminum foil, and I'm gonna cook it with aluminum foil on it, probably about an hour or so, because that's how I usually do my meats. Then I'll take it off and probably finish cooking it. I usually cook my meats at least 400 to 425 degrees. If you want to cook it a little slower, you can. Okay, let's put this back over it. Ooh, and turn it. Okay. Now you see what I'm working with here. Do a little venting. Just a few holes in it, you all. Just so it can vent. Let the steam out. Not all the steam. Okay, let's put this aside. Then we can do the vegetables. Okay. These are my vegetables. Can you see them? These are the vegetables. I have 2/3 cup of water in this bowl. I have 1/2. There you go. This is the sauce. And all its glory. 1/2 tablespoon of Smackalicious sauce. And sprinkle that in here. I can just use this little spoon, just stir it up. Don't need to do nothing fancy since I already have it, so I won't mess up another spoon. And stir it in. Pour it on my vegetables. I have just a little bit of
water already in my vegetables, you all. I don't put much in there because they, you know, they really gonna produce their own water. Okay, let's pour this over these vegetables. Piece of butter there. Oh yeah. Pour it all over. Got all my seasoning and all that in there. Peppers and stuff. I mean, black pepper and stuff. Whatever the seasoning is, I don't know. It looks like black pepper. Okay, let's see. Salt. I don't know what it is, so I'm gonna just say seasoning because I don't want anyone to say, you said it was black pepper. But, you know, just spices. The only thing I would say is spices. That way I can stay in the safe zone. Okay. So let's pour it over the vegetables. Let's break this butter up a little bit. And if you're wondering about my vegetables, you all, it's parsnip. There's sweet potatoes. Of course, you see beets down here. And of course, you see all my different colors of peppers I have here. Makes a good combination. And I'm going to cover this. Smells good. And cook it. Let's see if I can get this butter down just a little bit here. Yeah. I'm going to stir it anyway. So, you know, if I can get the butter down just a little bit. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to vent this too. Get these vegetables started. See what we got here? Now, I'm going to put these two items in my oven. I have a big oven. And we're going to cook them. I'll let you know about that progress. But it smells really good, you all. The sauce smells really good with me using it as, I guess, like a rub and like a seasoning mix. Rub slash seasoning mix. And also, you know, I used it to dip as a dipping sauce too. If you looked at my crab board, then you'll see me dipping it. And like I said, you know, just take the recipe and make it your own. As you will see on the video, I did the sauce the way that I normally, you know, put my other spices and things together. So, you know, just be mindful that when you use this sauce, you don't need a lot, you all. You do not need a lot of sauce. This bag is going to last you for a little while. It's very rich. You do not need a lot. Okay, you all, before I put these in the oven, I forgot to tell you, I also have onions in here. Just yellow onions. Sliced onions. Okay. But it smells really good, you all. The sauce smells really good with me using it as, I guess, like a rub and like a seasoning mix. Rub slash seasoning mix. And also, you know, I used it to dip as a dipping sauce too. If you looked at my crab board, then you'll see me dipping it. And like I said, you know, just take the recipe and make it your own. As you will see on the video, I did the sauce the way that I normally, you know, put my other spices and things together. So, you know, just be mindful that when you use this sauce, you don't need a lot, you all. You do not need a lot of sauce. This bag is going to last you for a little while. It's very rich. You do not need a lot. Okay, I'll get back with you later. Let's get these two items cooking. And guess what? I know it's going to be good. Because my seafood boil was delicious. Okay, you all. Look at my vegetables. They smell real good. See what they taste like here. A little bit of juice here. A little bit of everything. They're tender. Hot here. Okay, put it down here. I'm gonna switch the camera here, let you see me eating these vegetables. They smell so delicious. Yes, they do. Hot. Ooh. They are hot, you all. They are hot. I don't want you to see me losing my mind over here by getting burnt. Mm. Mm. They do have a good flavor. I'm gonna tell you, this Smackalicious sauce is very good on vegetables. Like I said, I got some parsnip, carrots, sweet potatoes, beets, some onions, which I forgot to tell you about it first. Some onions, some green peppers, yellow peppers, red peppers. You might think this combination wouldn't be good as vegetable combination. It's good. It's good. Try it. Try you some sweet potatoes, some parsnips, some carrots, some onions, some green peppers, some red peppers, some yellow peppers. I think that's everything. I did have onions this time. Y'all, great combination. That sauce on these vegetables is good. It's just right. It's not too salty or anything like that. Because like I stated, I took the sauce and I made it my own. And I did it accordingly to the way I do add the seasoning to my meats and vegetables. It's good. A different taste. Meat not. The ribs are not quite done yet, but I do want you to look at that progress. I hate to take them out, but I will take them out and put them in right quick. So I'm going to take them out real quick, put them back in. Just let you see what they look like. Okay. Just hold on. That's good. The combination is really good. Don't try to use the whole container. Don't try to use, I don't know if you all, I don't know how to tell you how to use the sauce. You had to experiment with it. But like I said, just use it like you would use your regular seasoning that you cook with. Okay? And it'll come out good for you. But if you try to use 5 or 6 tablespoons and all this kind of stuff, unless you got a large quantity of food, then it might not taste right to you. Okay, let's get those ribs. Let you see what they look like. Let you see what I'm working with. Ooh, it's hot. They are hot. There you all. They were getting a little, cooking a little too fast. Those are my mints. You probably won't see those mints. Those are my favorite ones, even though they got a little tatter. So what I did take this here and just, you know, put back on top like a tent. I didn't want to use more paper. I try to conserve, but look at the ribs, you all. Just look at them. They're just about done. Okay, look at the ribs. They're just about done. Look, isn't that tender? They are tender. Look at here. Look at the bottom. You all, they're gonna probably stay in here. I'm gonna put the thermometer on them. But I like my meat to be good and done. I don't want to be overcooked. That's why I put that little tint over it, because I don't want it to be dry. And probably what I'll do, I'll probably rub just a little bit of that, well, I'll probably mix just a little bit of the blovessmackalicioussauce. Mix it and, they're good. And just, you know, mix and just pour a little bit over the top. When I say mix it, I mean, take a little bit of the sauce, put in a little water. Could say vinegar, but I'm not gonna use any vinegar, anything this time. Put in a little water, put it over a little water, and just pour it over the meat. I think that's what I'll do. I am gonna skim off the grease first, but right now I'm gonna put it back in the oven. Probably about another 15-20 minutes. Probably put it back in for another 15-20 minutes. See you in a little bit. Hi everyone, we are back. Sierra is here with me today. She's not been here for a while, you all.
Yes.
I think she don't like my cooking. No, I'm just playing. No, she's had some, you know, been doing some other things for herself. But of course, I was telling you all about using, what is it?
Blovessmackalicioussauce.
Smackalicioussauce.
The mild version.
The mild version. I have some vegetables here that I have used it on. And I also have some baby back ribs.
Oh, I can't wait to try
and
those.
They are good, and the vegetables are good. This sauce is very good with vegetables. It's also good with meat. Like I stated before, I use this sauce as a dry rub for my meat, and I didn't have to add any other spices or anything. That's all I use for. And I also just use it just as a seasoning, sprinkling in my vegetables here. So this is the sauce, and I might have to get up so I can show you my vegetables and my in the rub in my ribs. I think I'll step over here for a minute. Well, the camera here.
Vegetables look good.
They are good too. All the vegetables. And I showed you the vegetables earlier.
Ooh, ribs.
And these, hot. Plate is still hot.
They look so good.
And these are the ribs, you all.
Wow.
Look at all that good sauce in them. You see that sauce?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to hold it so you can see the sauce, but you can see it floating by.
Mm-hmm.
So delicious. They look real good.
Mm-hmm.
Real good. See? Nice and tender. Good juice in them. Now, Sierra's going to taste test it.
I am. I'm ready for this, y'all. I'm ready for this.
Okay. We also have some greens here on our plate. Believe it or not, like I said, this is just a taste test, you all. And let's see. So tender. Look what I'm cutting it with, you all. A butter knife.
That's when you know it's tender, y'all.
Oh, can you get that?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Cut me a piece. So tender. Ooh, just falling off the bone.
It's falling off the bone, y'all.
Falling off the bone.
Oh my goodness.
Falling off the bone.
Yes.
If you want a little bit of that good old sauce there.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I don't have my spoon. Give her a dab of sauce.
Thank you.
Myself some. Okay.
What do you want to try first?
The vegetable. I always try the vegetables.
Okay.
Vegetables good. I'm gonna let you try those.
Okay. So, is this
Have
like
you already said grace?
Oh, no. Lord, thank you for allowing us to come together, praying that this food will be nourishment to our bodies and will not harm us in any kind of way. We pray in your name, Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
So this is like a melody of vegetables. What is this, like a carrot?
Mm-hmm. Mm. What you think? Got sweet potatoes in it.
Mm-hmm.
Onion. You got carrots, onions, sweet potatoes, beets.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many beets I gave you. I know you don't like too many beets, but you got quite a few in there though. Beets, onions, green pepper, yellow pepper, red peppers.
Mm-hmm. I like the
Really
sweet
good.
potato. Gives it a really nice sweetness to it. Just, and it's really rich, y'all.
Homemade collard greens from my garden.
Yeah, from Mama's garden.
Mm. Let's try this meat.
Mm-hmm. I'm picking up my hands.
That meat is good. Like I said, you all, when it comes to seasoning here, just take this sauce and you know how you usually season your meat? Do it just like that. Don't dump a lot of it up there. Can't go by what the directions say on the bag. Don't dump a lot of it up there. Isn't the meat good?
Yeah, it has a very good flavor.
And like I was telling you all, these Smithfield baby back ribs, they are so tender. Falling off the bone.
I'm a picker, y'all. So if y'all see me pick my food, I'm used to picking my food apart. So that's why I'm at eating at home. I'm a picker.
So good. Make you want to slap yourself. Pew, 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 pew. It's good. It really, the sauce really gives the meat good flavor.
It does.
And I'm not going to use it as a dipping sauce because I use it as a rub.
Yeah.
So I don't need a dipping sauce.
It has a nice, almost like a smoky taste to it, and like it's just a good rub. It's just a
Good sauce, but I'm using it as a rub. But like I said, this was the only seasoning you all I used on my ribs. Was this Smackalicious seasoning. And like I said, I want to try it myself because I've seen a lot of comments. People like it, some people don't.
Yeah.
But I want to try it myself. Being a cook I am, I said, you know what? I'll probably get that sauce and do it like I would do my own, the way I cook. And if you looked at some of my videos, you know the way I cook, my seasoning and stuff. And it worked out fine.
Yeah.
Like I said, take it, cook the way you usually cook. Don't be dumping all this stuff up there, because if so, you're not gonna like it.
Yeah.
But I would say, for what I have prepared for it so far, with those vegetables and this meat and my seafood boil, I'm giving it an A. That's really good. And I'm pretty sure there's many things you can probably use this sauce for. You know, just experiment. When you cook, just experiment. I'm not gonna hold you too long here, because I'm gonna tell you, if the sauce wasn't good, if it didn't work out good for me, I wouldn't be up here saying it was, because that's the kind of person I am, because I do have some integrity. But the way I prepared the sauce and used it on my meats and my vegetables, you all, it is good. So just try using it like you would do your seasoning salt or your rubs. And season your food that way with this sauce. And you can also, you know, still use it as a dipping sauce. But remember, you got to think about it. Do you want to use 2, 3, 4 tablespoons of it to season, to make a dipping sauce? I would say no. Do you want to use all that butter? You don't have to use all of that. Whatever your taste is. If you want to use it, it's nothing wrong with that. But I'm saying, if you don't want to use it, you don't have to. Because for myself, I think for my dipping sauce, I think I use what, like a half a stick of butter? Like a half a stick of butter. You know, that's just me. But I like the sauce. Okay, we can go ahead and finish eating this good, delicious food. And just like I said when I was fixing it, and that meat was smelling good.
What'd you say, Mama?
And you know, the meat was raw, and the vegetables, you know, they was raw, and they still had that good smell to it. And I said, I know it's gonna be good. And guess what? It is good. And I must say, I know it's gonna be good. And it is good, you all.
It's good, y'all.
It's good. That's my thing. I know it's gonna be good.
Yes, absolutely.
And it is.